In our fast-paced, hyper-social world, confidence isn't just a personal asset, it's a currency. People quickly pick up on cues that signal your sense of self-worth, whether you mean to give them or not. The way you carry yourself, the words you use, and the habits you develop can either establish you as someone with inner strength or undermine your presence and make you seem insecure. As Marcus Aurelius wisely wrote, "It never ceases to amaze me." We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own. Insecurity thrives on caring too much about external validation. Today we'll dive deep into 10 common social mistakes that can make you look insecure, and more importantly, how to correct them to project confidence and live in alignment with your highest self. 1. Apologizing excessively. The confidence killer. One of the most telltale signs of insecurity is the habit of over-apologizing. While an apology is appropriate when you've genuinely wronged someone, constantly saying sorry for minor things, or even for nothing at all, makes you appear unsure of yourself and overly submissive. It signals to others that you're constantly seeking approval or trying to avoid conflict at any cost. Epictetus reminds us, keep silence for the most part, and speak only when you must, and then briefly. If you're apologizing frequently, consider whether it's truly necessary or if it stems from a fear of rejection. Confidence isn't about avoiding mistakes, it's about owning them when they happen and moving forward with grace. How to correct this? Pause before apologizing. Ask yourself if the situation really warrants an apology. If not, replace sorry with a more constructive phrase. For example, instead of sorry for being late, say, thank you for waiting. Own your space. Practice self-assured language and avoid over-explaining. A simple acknowledgement of circumstances is often enough. 2. Seeking constant validation, the approval trap. Insecurity often shows up in the form of seeking validation from others. This can manifest as fishing for compliments, repeatedly asking if you're doing okay, or needing external reassurance to feel worthy. People who constantly look to others for validation come across as unsure of their own value. The Stoics teach us to find our sense of worth internally. As Seneca wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." Craving validation from others is a trap that keeps you dependent on external opinions, which can shift and falter at any time. How to correct this? Focus on self-validation. Keep a journal where you note daily achievements, no matter how small. This builds an internal sense of accomplishment that doesn't rely on others' opinions. Shift your mindset. Before seeking reassurance, ask yourself, what would I say to someone else in my position? This practice reinforces self-trust. 3. Talking too much about yourself. The narcissism mask. Ironically, over-talking about yourself is often a sign of insecurity, not confidence. People who dominate conversations with stories, achievements, or complaints about their lives are often trying to mask self-doubt by demanding attention. This behavior can quickly alienate others, making them feel undervalued or invisible. As Marcus Aurelius advised, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. True confidence doesn't need to broadcast itself. It lets actions and character speak louder than words. How to correct this? Practice active listening. Instead of thinking about what you'll say next, focus fully on what the other person is saying. Use open-ended questions to show genuine interest. Share the spotlight. If you notice yourself dominating a conversation, pause and invite others to share their thoughts. This not only builds rapport, but also demonstrates self-assurance. 4. Being overly agreeable. The fear of disapproval. People-pleasing often stems from a fear of rejection. Overly agreeable individuals nod along with others' opinions, avoid voicing dissent, and go out of their way to avoid conflict. While this may seem like a harmless way to keep the peace, it actually signals a lack of confidence in your own values and boundaries. Epictetus cautioned, "Know first who you are and then adorn yourself accordingly." Agreeing with everyone, even when it contradicts your own beliefs, erodes your sense of identity and self-respect. How to correct this? Define your values. Spend time reflecting on your core beliefs and principles. Write them down and revisit them regularly to ensure your actions align with your convictions. Practice polite disagreement. It's possible to disagree without creating conflict. Use phrases like, "I see your perspective, but I feel differently because..." This shows you're thoughtful and confident in your stance. 5. Over-explaining yourself, the need to justify. Over-explaining is another hallmark of insecurity. When you feel the need to justify every decision, action, or opinion, it sends the message that you're uncertain or seeking approval. While clarity is important in communication, over-explaining often weakens your position and invites unnecessary scrutiny. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." This principle encourages simplicity and intentionality in both action and speech. If you believe in your choices, you don't need to over-explain them. How to correct this? Keep it concise. When stating your opinion or explaining a decision, aim for clarity and brevity. Trust that your words carry weight without excessive elaboration. Practice self-trust. Remind yourself that you don't need everyone's approval. Your decisions are valid, even if they don't align with others' expectations. 6. Avoiding eye contact, the window to confidence. Eye contact is one of the simplest yet most powerful signals of confidence. Avoiding it, whether from nervousness, insecurity, or distraction, can make you appear unsure, untrustworthy, or even disinterested. Strong, steady eye contact communicates that you are present, self-assured, and engaged. As Epictetus reminds us, appearances to the mind are of four kinds. Things either are what they appear to be, or they neither are nor appear to be. By avoiding eye contact, you create the appearance of insecurity, regardless of your true feelings. How to correct this? Practice in low-stakes settings. Start by maintaining steady eye contact during casual conversations, such as with a barista or colleague. Use the triangular gaze technique. Shift your gaze naturally between the other person's eyes and mouth to avoid staring. Pair eye contact with active listening. Engage fully in the conversation, using your eyes to show understanding and interest. 7. Overusing self-deprecating humor, the subtle underminer. While a little self-deprecating humor can make you relatable, overusing it often signals low self-esteem. Constantly making yourself the butt of the joke may come across as fishing for reassurance or downplaying your value. It subtly tells others that you don't take yourself seriously, which can diminish respect. Seneca warned, "No man can have a peaceful life who thinks too much about lengthening it, who counts among the greatest blessings of nature the fact that it lasts." Similarly, constantly diminishing yourself through humor indicates a preoccupation with self-doubt rather than self-assurance. How to correct this? Balance humility with confidence. Use humor sparingly and ensure it doesn't overshadow your achievements or strengths. Practice affirming statements. If you find yourself defaulting to self-deprecating jokes, counterbalance them by speaking positively about your strengths or accomplishments. Focus on uplifting humor. Use humor that builds connections rather than putting yourself down. 8. Interrupting conversations, the overcompensator. Interrupting others, whether out of excitement or impatience, can make you appear insecure by signaling a need to dominate the conversation. This habit often stems from the fear of not being heard or validated. While you may think interrupting shows confidence, it can instead alienate others and erode trust. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Let another man praise you and not your own mouth, a stranger and not your own lips." By listening fully, you demonstrate patience, self-control, and respect for others' perspectives. How to correct this? Practice active listening. Focus on truly understanding the other person's point before formulating your response. Use the 3-second rule. Pause for 3 seconds after someone finishes speaking before responding to ensure they've completed their thought. Cultivate curiosity. Ask follow-up questions to show genuine interest in others' contributions. 9. Constantly comparing yourself to others, the confidence drain. Insecurity thrives when you measure your worth against others. Comparing your achievements, appearance, or life circumstances to those around you, or even to strangers on social media, fosters feelings of inadequacy and diminishes your confidence. The Stoics emphasized focusing on your own path. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "How much time he gains, who does not look to see what his neighbor says or does or thinks, but only at what he does himself, to make it just and holy." Confidence comes from defining your own standards for success, not from measuring up to someone else's. How to correct this? Set personal benchmarks. Define success on your own terms, focusing on your unique goals and values. Limit exposure to triggers. Reduce time spent on social media or with individuals who provoke unhelpful comparisons. Reflect on your progress. Keep a journal to track your growth and achievements, emphasizing improvement rather than perfection. 10. Overthinking. Every interaction. The paralysis of analysis. Insecure people often overanalyze their social interactions, replaying conversations in their minds and worrying about how they were perceived. This habit not only wastes mental energy, but also creates unnecessary stress, making it harder to relax and engage authentically in future interactions. As Seneca noted, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Overthinking magnifies minor issues, turning them into imaginary catastrophes that undermine your confidence. How to correct this? Adopt a growth mindset. View social interactions as opportunities to learn rather than as tests of your worth. Practice mindfulness. Focus on being present in conversations rather than worrying about past or future interactions. Challenge negative thoughts. When you catch yourself overthinking, ask, "What evidence do I have that this is a real issue?" Often, you'll find it's just your imagination running wild. Final thoughts. Projecting confidence through action. Insecurity often stems from a lack of alignment between your internal beliefs and external actions. By addressing these 5 social mistakes, apologizing excessively, seeking constant validation, talking too much about yourself, being overly agreeable and over-explaining, you can cultivate an air of confidence that resonates with others and strengthens your own self-perception. As the Stoics remind us, confidence isn't about arrogance or perfection, it's about inner strength, clarity, and living in accordance with your values. Let Marcus Aurelius's words guide you. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. By improving the way you present yourself socially, you not only elevate how others perceive you, but also enhance your own sense of self-worth.